We learn the moral of the story from the book of Job, and he gets to have a talk with the Lord as I answer the next set of 10 questions from Test Your Bible Knowledge. These 10 questions from Carl Shoup's book, Test Your Bible Knowledge, should bring us to the end of the book of Job. We will meet the last person to speak with Job about his condition, and Job learns a valuable lesson directly from the Lord. Now, just like with every quiz, there are 10 multiple choice questions, each with 4 possible answers, and it is my job to choose the correct answer for every question and get all of them correct. Each question also includes a reference from the Bible in case you doubt the author or you want to do more research on your own. Okay, it's time to test my Bible knowledge, and I'll begin with question number 541. Elihu also was angry at Eliphaz, Bildad, and Zophar because they had A. ignored him yet spoke to each other, B. found no answer yet condemned Job, C. talked interminably yet repeated themselves, or D. disagreed yet misunderstood. I think the answer for this one is B. found no answer yet condemned Job. So for 541, that's the one I'm going with. Answer choice B. 542. Elihu had hesitated to speak because he was A. of a different tribe from Job, B. not well trained in doctrine, C. younger than Job's 3 friends, or D. burdened with a speech impediment. And I know for sure the answer for this one is definitely C. He was younger than Job's 3 friends. 543. Elihu was angry with Job because Job A. justified himself, B. bore himself too meekly, C. argued with his friends, or D. cursed his fate. And we can get rid of D for sure, and C. argued with his friends. I don't think that's the right answer for this one. I'm fairly confident that it's A, that Job justified himself, and that's why Elihu was angry. So for 543, I'm going to go with answer choice A. Alright, question number 544. The notion that a person has a right to be better off if he has not sinned seemed to Elihu to be A. eminently justified, B. acceptable, C. questionable, or D. presumptuous. Okay, this is a good one here. I'm not too sure of what the right answer is for this question. Let's see. The notion that a person has a right to be better off if he has not sinned seemed to Elihu to be A. eminently justified. I don't think that's the right answer. B. acceptable. I don't think that's correct either. C. questionable. That could be it, but I think that D is the best answer, presumptuous. So for 544, I'm going to pick D. Question number 545. Elihu declared that if those who are afflicted listen to God's instructions to return from iniquity and serve him, they A. will nevertheless remain afflicted, B. may nevertheless remain afflicted, C. may spend their days in prosperity and their years in pleasure, or D. shall spend their days in prosperity and their years in pleasure. I'm going to have to start eliminating some of these answers because I'm not sure of the correct answer for this one either. I think I'm going to get rid of answer choices C and D. May spend their days in prosperity and their years in pleasure, or shall spend their days in prosperity and their years in pleasures. I think I'm going to get rid of those two, and I'm going to pick between A and B. Will nevertheless remain afflicted, or B says may nevertheless remain afflicted, and I'm going to take a guess here, and I'm going to pick answer choice B. May nevertheless remain afflicted. So 545, I'm going to go with B. 546, and it is a quote, and it says, "Canst thou bind the sweet influences of Pleiades or loose the bands of Orion?" asked A. the Lord of Job, B. Job of Elihu, C. Elihu of Bildad, or D. Job of the Lord. I know for sure it is not C, Elihu of Bildad. I do not think that Job was asking this of the Lord. So it could be Job of Elihu, or it could be the Lord of Job, because I know at some point Job and the Lord have a discussion. I'm just not sure when it starts. Let's see. I think I'm going to go ahead and say answer choice A is the correct one, the Lord of Job. And we'll find out what the correct answer is in just a few seconds here. But I think for 546, I'm going to go with answer choice A. 547. Job, after the long discourse by the Lord, A, upbraided him for harshness, B, complained that he was unjust, C, acknowledged point by point the justice of his remarks, or D, said he would hold his tongue. And I think the right answer for this one is D, said he would hold his tongue. I'm fairly certain that it is not A, upbraided him for harshness, and I don't think that it's B, complained that he was unjust. Pretty sure it's not C, so that leaves D, and that's the one I'm going to go with, said he would hold his tongue. 548. Job's reaction to God's discourse was one of A, utter terror, B, stiff-necked pride, C, repentance and self-abhorrence, or D, stupor. And I want to go right for C, repentance and self-abhorrence, although I'm not really sure about the self-abhorrence part, but the repentance, that seems to fit here. I don't think that it's utter terror, and definitely not D, stupor, so I'm going to go with C for 548. 549. As to Eliphaz, Bildad, and Zophar, the Lord expressed himself as A, displeased, B, pleased, C, indifferent, or D, puzzled, and I'm going to go right for A and say it's displeased for 549. 550, the last one. In conclusion, the Lord gave Job twice as much as he had before in A, animals, B, servants, C, sons and daughters, or D, friends, and it is for sure A, animals. Okay, that ends that set of 10. So I'll go to the back of the book and see which ones of these I was able to get correct. And we'll start with 541. And the correct answer for that one is letter B, and that's what I wrote down here, letter B. That one was the one about Elihu and why he was angry with those other three, and it was because B found no answer yet condemned Job. 542, the correct answer there is C, and that's what I put down, C. That was the one about Elihu being younger than all of Job's friends. 543. The correct answer there is A, and I put down A. That was the one about Elihu was angry with Job because Job, A, justified himself. All right, 544. The correct answer there is D, and I put down D. That was the one, the notion that a person has a right to be better off if he has not sinned seemed to Elihu to be, correct answer, D, presumptuous. Okay, 545. The correct answer for that one is D, and I wrote down B. So let's see which one that one was. Elihu declared that if those who are afflicted listen to God's instructions to return from iniquity and serve him, they, I guessed B, may nevertheless remain afflicted, but the answer is D, and I tossed these out. I tossed C and D both out, and D ended up being the correct answer. Shall spend their days in prosperity and their years in pleasures. So that's the answer for that one. All right, 546. The correct answer there is A, and I put down A, so that's good news. And that one was the quote, "Canst thou bind the sweet influences of Pleiades or lose the bands of Orion?" And it was the Lord that said that to Job. So letter A is correct for 546. 547. Correct answer there is D, and I put down D. This is good. That one was the one, Job, after the long discourse by the Lord. Correct answer, D, said he would hold his tongue. All right, pretty good. 548, the correct answer for that one is C, and I put down C. It was the one about Job's reaction to God's discourse. C, repentance in self-abhorrence is the correct answer there. 549, the correct answer for that one is A, and that's what I put down here, A. Looking good. That one, as to Eliphaz, Bildad, and Zophar, the Lord expressed himself as A, displeased. Okay, the final one, 550. The correct answer is A, and I put down A, so that's good. In conclusion, the Lord gave Job twice as much as he had before in animals. Okay, not too bad this time. I was able to get 9 out of those 10 correct, and that's a 90%, and I can live with that for sure. Well, that about wraps up the book of Job. I think that in the next set of 10 there might be one more question about Job or from the book of Job, and then it's off to the book of Psalms. And there is a lot going on in the book of Psalms, and the questions should be very interesting.